Hello, everyone. If you're here, you've probably already experienced the magical moment of a cat showing up out of nowhere in your life. Or maybe you've noticed that there's always a little kitty that appears when you least expect it. But what does this really mean? What could these random cats want to teach us? Today, we are going to explore a concept that's as fascinating as it is mysterious. Random cats always come to you. By the end of this video, you'll understand the deeper meaning behind this seemingly simple experience, but one that is full of lessons that can touch your heart. So, stay with me until the end. Before we begin, I want to ask something simple. If you feel this video might touch your heart or someone you love, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. And if you think this message could make a difference, share it with someone who you know needs to hear it. Together, we can spread a little more lightness and connection. Now, let's get started. First of all, have you noticed how cats have this special energy? They are independent, mysterious, and often seem to be in tune with something beyond our understanding. It doesn't matter where you are, at home, at work, or even in the middle of the street. Suddenly, here comes a cat. Sometimes it simply passes by you. Other times it approaches, asks for affection, or even tries to get you to stop and look into its eyes. But why does this happen? It's as if cats have a unique ability to sense something beyond the physical. Perhaps they feel a different energy in you, a vibration we can't fully comprehend. Maybe they know when we are stressed, anxious, or even seeking a deeper connection. And by approaching us, without hurry and so naturally, they invite us to pause, breathe, and reconnect with the present moment. The energy that cats carry is almost magical. They don't care about time, what we're doing, or what we're going to do next. They're simply there, being, and they invite us to do the same. When a cat approaches, often without any apparent reason, it's as if it's offering you a gift. The gift of stopping for a moment and surrendering to what is simple and true. They don't ask for anything in return, except for our full attention, the one we so often lack in our day-to-day lives. Why does this happen? Perhaps because, in some way, cats know what we need more than we do. They are masters at living in the present, at enjoying the simplicity of life, and teaching us to do the same. If you observe, cats are known for their connection to the invisible, to the spiritual. Many cultures around the world consider cats as bearers of special energy, beings capable of transmitting messages from the universe. Perhaps the cat that showed up in your life has something to say to you. And I'm not talking about something literal, but about an emotional message, a feeling it evokes in you. These moments can be seen as an invitation to stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and reflect. It's as if the universe is asking you to pay more attention to what's around you, to be more present or perhaps lighter. The presence of a cat, even if just for a brief moment, could be a sign that you need to relax and trust more in the natural flow of things. Another important point is the simplicity of cats. They don't worry about tomorrow, about what happened yesterday. They are simply here, now. Maybe you're in a moment in life where this is something you need to learn. Often we let ourselves be consumed by anxiety and the rush of daily life, forgetting to live in the present. So what could random cats want to teach us? The art of simply being. They remind us that life is more than our daily concerns, more than the challenges we face. Sometimes all we need is a pause, a moment to breathe, and to appreciate the beauty that exists around us. Whether it's manifested in the calm of a cat or in the simple fact of being alive. Now, I want you to reflect a little. When was the last time a cat appeared out of nowhere in your life? Maybe on your path, in the park, or even at your window. How did you feel in that moment? Was it just a coincidence, or did you feel something beyond that? If you've never stopped to reflect on it, maybe now is the time to start. Think about it. Often, the rush of our daily lives prevents us from noticing these little coincidences that deep down may be much more than that. When a cat appears suddenly, whether you're a cat lover or not, something inside you might be awakened. It could be a sense of peace, a slight smile, or even a moment of curiosity. Sometimes a simple feline presence takes us out of our routine, makes us stop and look more carefully around us. These encounters often have something deep to teach us if we're willing to listen. How did you feel when that cat appeared before you? Was it a feeling of warmth, of something comforting, or perhaps an invitation to slow down and enjoy the moment? We can't deny that, amidst our routine, a cat showing up unexpectedly can help us reconnect with a part of ourselves that had been asleep, the part that allows itself to observe, breathe, and live in the present. If, upon looking at that cat, you felt something beyond the usual, it might be a sign that, no matter how simple the encounter, it may have brought a message or even a moment of reflection you needed. Sometimes, these small signs come in subtle ways, and cats, with all their unique energy, can be the messengers reminding us of what truly matters. So, the next time a cat appears, perhaps it's time to stop, breathe, and reflect on what that encounter might be trying to tell you. Could it be time to slow down a little? Could it be time to allow yourself to live in the now, without rush or worries? Allow yourself to feel and observe more attentively. This might be the first step in realizing that there's magic happening in every detail of life, even in the unexpected visit of a cat. The presence of a cat may symbolize something important you are letting pass by. Sometimes it can be a reminder to be kinder to yourself, to accept life's imperfections, and not be too hard on yourself. Cats are masters at surrendering to the present moment, and maybe you, too, need to learn to do that. Many people have heard that cats have a unique, almost magical energy. This is something many of us have experienced throughout life, an inexplicable feeling of connection with these animals. But what if, deep down, these cats that appear, without warning, are not just random? What if they are a way for the universe to communicate with us, silently, through a pure and genuine connection? It may be hard to believe, but as we reflect on these encounters, something starts to make sense. Cats, with their penetrating gaze and calm way of being, have a way of bringing us into the present moment, of pulling us away from the worries and busyness of everyday life. When a cat appears out of nowhere, it invites us to stop, to notice the now, to focus on something beyond what we can see. It's as if it's saying, look, there's more happening here, beyond the rush, beyond your worries. Perhaps, in its sudden appearance, the cat is trying to show us something we're overlooking. It could be a message of calm, of connection to what's simple, to what really matters. Or perhaps it's a silent messenger, a reminder that life isn't just about goals and challenges, but about feeling, breathing, and being in tune with what surrounds us. And maybe that cat is simply asking you to let your mind rest for a moment and allow yourself to be enveloped by the magic of the present. In many cultures and beliefs, cats are seen as spiritual beings, capable of traversing both the visible and invisible worlds. They are often associated with mysteries, intuition, and even spiritual protection. A cat's presence can be a sign that something beyond the tangible is happening, something we may not fully understand but feel deeply. Each appearance of a cat could be seen as an invitation to look beyond the obvious, to open ourselves to the possibility that the universe is communicating with us in subtle ways through these seemingly casual encounters. What if, instead of simply ignoring or dismissing these moments, we began to see them as signs of a greater connection? What if every time a cat crossed our path, we allowed ourselves to stop and reflect on what it's teaching us? Perhaps, deep down, the universe is asking us to trust more, to slow down, and to reconnect with the energy around us as pure and True as a cat's gaze, each cat that unexpectedly appears could be a message that there is something more to our journey, something beyond what we can see, waiting to be discovered, if we're willing to listen. I don't want to make grand claims here, but what can be said is that life has these surprises, and if a cat appears in your life unexpectedly, why not take a moment to stop and try to understand what it wants to teach you? So, what can you do? From now on, the first thing is to be more aware of your own energy. If a cat crosses your path, stop and observe. How do you feel in that moment? What is your reaction? This could be more revealing than you think. I invite you to allow yourself to be more present, to enjoy the simple moments of life, like the affection of a cat, the peace of a moment without hurry, and the beauty of a connection that goes beyond logic. Now, if this video touched you in some way, if you feel that this message of connection and presence resonated with you, I ask that you leave your comment below. I want to know, have you ever had an experience with cats that made you reflect on life in a deeper way? Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have many more videos here that explore the small yet powerful lessons of everyday life. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like and share with your friends. Who knows, maybe that random cat will appear for them too. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, where we'll continue together on this journey of learning and discovery.